All right, we have. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name.
I can't
Lindsay
look at
here.
you, to be
Why
completely
can't you
honest.
look at me? Hey, look, you
can't make eye
are
contact.
our guest on the Rice and Beans podcast. All right, we're talking about martial arts, business, and entrepreneurship. A little bit of political incorrectness, but who better to have a talk about political incorrectness than our friend Lindsay? I'm kidding. I love you.
That's also
Lindsay,
a red flag.
I'm not.
Told you
I
he
am
rehearses
not,
this in the
I
mirror.
don't rehearse this.
100%.
I do a little bit. You got to practice. I'm not even going to try to say your last name.
If you say it correctly, I'll buy you a drink. It's the bet I always make everybody.
Lindsay from Varsalus, Inc., accordingly. So, Lindsay, you are an athletic trainer. You have a lot of initials of alphabet soup after your name. So please tell our 5 fans who you are, please.
My last name is pronounced Scuoteguazza.
What? There's no way.
You pronounce every letter in it. It's Italian. Northern Italy. That's why I'm white. I'm very white. Athletic training. I got a bachelor's in it. That requires a license from the state,
Okay.
like 5,000 clinical hours. I actually don't know how many I did off the top of my head. Went back to school, got a master's in performance enhancement, injury prevention, and sports psychology.
So did you do all this at Sacred Heart?
No, so I went during COVID, actually. It was right before COVID, 2019. I enrolled in an online master's course because I was having surgery. So I was out of work. And then COVID happened, and it was a convenient thing to, fill the void of doing nothing.
Got
You're
it.
not even paying attention.
Sorry, just put my
true.
phone on silent. I'm
Unreal.
rude. I apologize for that. Okay.
And
all right.
she left out that she's a pretty good jiu-jitsu purple belt.
She's a blue belt.
I'd say mid.
You're a blue.
No, I'm not.
Wow, the
What?
disrespect.
According to IBJJF, I am a purple belt.
Just mess with it. You are.
I
a
didn't say
purple.
good. Just purple.
It's IBJF approved.
How did you?
it's
So how
gotta
did
be
you get
legit.
into
Yeah,
athletic training? What drew you in?
So originally I wanted to do physical therapy. I had major hip surgery at 16. I had torn my labrum, and I had snapping hip syndrome. So when I was going through the process getting back to sports, I was a diver and I played softball. I did a lot of physical therapy, so I was like, oh, great. Like, this is cool. This is what I want to do. I applied to all the PT programs. Sacred Heart's where I got in. And they were like, hey, athletic training is a great way to fill all your prereqs before you go to grad school for it.
Got it.
So I didn't know what athletic training was. My high school, I graduated with 60 kids.
Okay.
No idea. We didn't have one. So as I'm taking the classes for it, I was like, oh, this is a lot more interesting. Like, this is emergency med. Like, I'm on the field. I'm outside.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with more athletes as opposed to, like, your geriatric, pediatric populations that I had no interest in working with. And I just thought it was a lot more interesting. So I dropped out of the PT program.
Okay. So you said softball,
Softball.
catcher,
Pitcher. Third.
pitcher.
Center field.
Trying to associate the injury with the third and center field. Look at you, you athlete. Okay. And then you did diving.
Diving.
So I know a little bit only because I had a friend that literally like one friend that do diving in college. So I don't know. I'm assuming you can do fulls and flips and twists like that.
I can. Yes.
Okay. All right. Where did you learn that? Like, did you do gymnastics also?
Oh God, no.
Because I'm like, water hurts when you land incorrectly. So.
Oh yeah, you're the only one that thinks that though. Everybody's like, diving's not a sport. You just jump into water. It's fine. When I was growing up, I took swimming lessons at this pool in Sudbury or whatever, and they
Okay.
had like a diving course going on. And the coach basically came up to me and was like, I was 8 years old. He was like, oh, do you want to like try? Like, sure. Like, we saw you jump off the board. You look like you're interested.
Okay.
So then the rest is history. And then I walked on to Sacred Heart's diving team, but it doesn't sound as cool as it is because they didn't have a diving team for the
Right.
first 2 years I was there.
Okay.
And then they were like, we're developing one. We'll take anybody. And I was like, well, I have over 10 years of experience. Because you weren't really allowed to play a sport while you were an athletic training major because you were assigned your own sports team. So it's like you had to go to all their practices and games.
Right.
So it was like, if I had wanted to play softball or was good enough to play, they would have said no because I can't do both.
Right.
So diving, they were just kind of like, we just need you to show up for points. It's like track where like.
Was it considered a club?
No.
In college? Okay, so it was a team.
It
Like,
was
okay.
a team. It was technically Division I.
Yes.
I was a Division I
Look
athlete.
at you, Division
I was a
athlete.
walk-on Division I
Look at you,
athlete.
like, getting scholarships and everything like that.
Oh, no
Just
scholarships.
messing
I got
with you.
scholarships for band.
What did you play?
Yes.
I'm not guessing.
Jose, say
Trumpet,
I'm gonna keep this nice.
drums, violin,
Violin's not-
Band.
that'd be orchestra.
Flute. Piccolo.
Closer. No, saxophone.
That actually makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't the
Saxophone.
first guess.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Does it?
It does. It actually does now.
That I actually got a scholarship for, which
Okay.
is annoying to think about.
Do you still play?
No.
No?
Cohen only heard me play for the first time recently.
Okay. Okay.
So
What prompted that playing?
I was bored.
You
know.
still have your instrument?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have 3.
3 saxophones.
I have a soprano, an alto, and a tenor. I think I have 2 altos actually. I was
Look
a
at you.
major band geek.
I believe it. It's okay.
So
That's all right. Look, there's a lot of nerdy, geeky people in jiu-jitsu and the martial arts world, so you kind of
I was
we
gonna
all
say it's
fit
par
in.
for the course for BJJ.
Honestly, you,
I don't know about
you
the other
fit in.
sports, but
yeah.
There's a lot of chess champions, computer science dudes, a lot of like weird
Just
neurospicy
eclectic
kids
background.
and people on here. So no, but that's the best part about the mats. You get to train.
right.
You have one commonality of everybody trying to kill each other, and then you just end up learning about everybody.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, you're much weirder or less weirder than me. We can be friends. This is awesome. But that's what I love about it. It's literally a community based on consensual combat violence. So, but yeah. All right, so you are, how do I say this, co-owner of Varsalus?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that come to be? When did that come around?
So when people at the gym started figuring out what I do for work, because
course.
most people don't know what athletic training is. It's either like physical therapy, occupational therapy, EMT. But like we're kind of like my profession's kind of a mix of all of that.
Yep.
So people would complain about injuries like Jose, and I'd be like, well, I can help you. You just have to let me. And
Yeah.
then that kind of snowballed, and people were like, well, like now I want help. And then it came into, well, I want to keep my medical license. Like, I don't want to lose that. So, like, why don't we do this properly? And, like, hey, I could make some extra money on the side, but that was never, like, the driving force. It's
Okay.
the fact that athletic trainers really just exist within school systems.
Right.
So, like, I work at a high school normally, and I cover all their games and practices. But, like, there are adults who are also athletes and then have to also go to work. So it's like, and they might not have the time to go to the doctors, and then the doctors within the system are a whole nother issue where they're like, we'll just stop doing jiu-jitsu because we don't understand
No,
what
they
that
don't.
is.
They don't understand the sport at all.
But they would never say that to a wrestler, and that's what drives me up a wall. Or like insurance doesn't cover it because like, well, you're not decrepit enough to need like an MRI or whatever because and insurance isn't going to cover it. So
Right.
then, and that's where athletic training kind of fills the gap where. I think the statistics are athletic trainers are 92% on par with like what a doctor's diagnosis is when they go. So that's kind of how it then bloomed. I needed a physician to sign my standing orders that
Okay.
allows it because that's how that works in the state. And none of them really wanted to because they were like, lost my train of thought.
Sorry, just checking. Just checking, making sure we
They
hit
were like,
record.
well, if we like you get sued, like they're gonna go after the doctor. The doctor has the money. So that's when Arturo was like, well, I already have an S corp, which is just a fancy way of saying it's an LLC. But you know, there's more boxes he checked
Yeah.
for tax purposes. I don't know. That's not my purview. And then once I had that affiliation, the doctor was like, oh, well, yeah, now that like we have this safeguard if something were to happen,
Right.
like great, okay, I'll sign your standing orders.
Okay. So walk us through how an athlete or a person coming off the mat, on the mat, in the gym, whatever you want to call it, how do they get your services? How do they how can you help them legally? So what is the process? Do they need to go to a physician first, or
Nope,
can
they
they
can
come
come
off the mat and come right and see you?
They can come straight to me, schedule an appointment. I can tell if they then further need to see a physician
Okay.
or if it's something that I can handle, rehab, get them back like on my own.
Okay.
The legality of that is I think 14 days. If they are not improving in any way, shape, or form, I have to refer them out, even if I know what's going on.
Okay. So when you say refer out, who are you referring them to usually?
A physician.
Physician.
Usually an orthopedic physician. I have
Okay.
a few that I can text and get them in a little bit sooner.
Look
so
at
it
you.
just depends.
Look at you building relationships like that.
I know, it's
Nice.
weird.
It is. No, you're great at it. All right. So, so hypothetically, I hurt my arm, hurt my neck, whatever. I have some shooting pain in my neck right now. What,
Okay.
talk to me. What is your process? What is your, I guess, assessment process or examination process?
You should know. You're a physical
I
therapist.
do know this, but I want to know if
Tell 'em to eat
your
less.
assessment is different than mine, though.
Okay, so I ask a lot of questions.
Okay.
Usually most people can't answer most of them, but
Yep.
Okay, so you hurt your elbow. What did you do?
Exactly. Mechanism of injury. All right, cool.
Okay, but if you don't remember, it's well, what were you doing the first time you noticed it?
Yeah.
Okay, it would be nice if you like gave me answers and I could actually work off of that instead of just going off of nothing. But
Sure.
that's fine.
Yep. Happens a lot. Happens. No, not
That,
like
I
that.
was like, that was more of a prompt for you to actually, but that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I have zero idea when it happened. It started hurting 2 weeks ago, and I just noticed it when I put my shirt on. I didn't fall on it.
No foosh? Great.
No foosh.
Sorry.
Falling on outstretched hand.
Nope, it's all medical talk. I'm in.
Any other motions that bother you
Not right now.
outside of putting the shirt on?
When I scratch my back, when I go like this.
Nothing jujitsu or Muay Thai specific.
Always jujitsu. Always when I'm shooting for a double leg. That's why I pull guard now.
That's why you pull guard?
That's why.
Bad wrestling will do that to you.
Do you take any Advil, Tylenol, anything?
No,
Would
I
that
don't believe in
have
that.
helped? Great. That's amazing. So basically that just gives me more information. If you had said Advil, it helped, then it's okay, well, it's an anti-inflammatory, so that's taking the inflammation away. If that hadn't helped, also more information where it's like, okay, it's not the inflammatory issue. So it's like every question that you ask, it's
Yep.
what kind of pain is it? Rate the pain. That also just gives more information where it's depending on the type of pain is more like, is it tendonitis? Was it a bruise? Is it something acute like you pulled your muscle?
Right.
And then after asking a lot more questions, depending, I can usually get an idea of what it is by the time I'm done asking questions.
Okay.
And then that's when you start the actual physical examination, looking at the different ligaments, muscles, how you move, if you have any bruising, anything weird that looks, you look weird anyways, but that's fine.
That's a big back. I just want to clarify.
Jose hasn't said anything this entire time, and that's
Well,
the
it's all
one
medical talk. so-
Man, so when I came here today, I
was
had
really-
to purposely not pick up 3 bacon, egg, and cheese
Do
sandwiches.
you know,
and
I was
hash
really
browns.
upset because I was like, Alan knows I'm coming from a concert last night, that I'm really tired. How nice would it have been if I had walked into a coffee or even just a bagel?
We've officially
Considering-
shamed them away from bringing in food.
No, you early morning guests can starve from now on.
That's actually
of-
probably why his arm hurts, because it's so hard to reach back there.
It's carrying
It's
that
from
heavy.
constantly
It's,
eating.
it's the heavy bag of 3 slices of cheese, and
You have
1,000 slices
bicep
of bacon.
tendonitis just from shoving food in your mouth.
All right, so you go through the examination, you make a formal diagnosis, or as close as you can, first time. Then you have 14 days to try to make them get better.
Yep.
Define better, because that's pretty subjective.
It is
in my
subjective,
opinion.
and that's what I tell people is better can just be 1% better, where you don't notice the pain now when you're shooting for your double leg, but you still notice it when you're scratching your back. That's still 1%. Or
Correct.
if it's normally a 5 out of 10 and you notice, it's a 4 out of 10, or
Yeah.
it's not happening as often, or it can be anything. Objectively, I can do strength measurements,
Yeah.
exercises. Usually it's when you progress the exercise. That's when it's okay, well, you couldn't do this last week. And that's
Right.
what I use to remind people as well, because some people will get really frustrated,
Yeah.
especially if it's a longer process.
Right.
That it's hey, you couldn't even put your pants on last week because you tore your hamstring, and now you're doing glute bridges on a foam roller. Yeah, they suck and they're really hard, but you couldn't do that. So
Right,
it's
right.
also that, and that's where the sports psych comes in, where it's you have to remind them of the progress that they have made.
Got it. So are you documenting all this stuff? So are you taking notes and everything? after-
Always. It's a CYA.
Kiss. Yeah. I won't say that. Anyway, good for you.
Why not?
Because I said kiss and she said CYA. I was like, oh, that's the wrong letter already.
Oh, butchered it.
I'm like, that's the wrong letter, you dummy.
Oh my god.
ESL kid right here. It's okay. Don't worry about it. All right. So are you a one-woman show, or do you have a team now?
I have a team. I have a
Give
couple.
them a shout out.
They're great, by the way.
They're great. Yeah.
Katie is up at Phoenix and Tewksbury. They have another location in Woburn, so I think it just depends on which one she's at. But I think she's primarily out of Tewksbury. We have Marielle, who is a registered dietitian,
Ooh.
which is different than a nutritionist. That means she knows a lot more, actually, and she is the one that does all the nutrition, because I hate it. I can do it. I choose not to, personally. Same thing with strength and conditioning. I can do it. I can write a like a long program. It's just I don't find it fun, so I try to stay away from it.
Got it.
We have Hope, who's another athletic trainer. She does more of the traveling with me when we do pop-ups at different gyms.
Okay.
And then we have Maurice, who's a physical therapist out in Western Mass in Chicopee. So he does like he goes to 10th Planet. There's events, the different promotions at like different gyms
Got
out
it.
that way. And then we have a strength and conditioning coach that we refer to. He's not like technically under Varsalus, but he's a partner, and that's Vince Harpin.
Got it. Okay. So if I were the client patient member and I needed your services, do you accept insurance?
We don't accept insurance, and that is one, the payout is awful on our end, but also they will restrict like what we treat. So if I find out that your elbow pain is actually coming from your neck for whatever reason, you have to go back to the doctor, get a whole separate note or code, and then you can come back and then I can treat your neck. This way I have no like boxes that I can't touch your neck or whatever it is.
Got it.
So
And then, I mean, look, this for me, I completely understand what you're doing, only because you and I are in the medical space. Is still me, physical therapist, you athletic trainer. But the thing is, you get a lot of athletic trainers and physical therapists or healthcare professionals that don't do our sport.
yes.
You're one of the few that actually does, and apparently you're at a decently high level since you're a purple belt now. Coming from another
It
terrible
is the exact
Mid.
middle
pity,
belt.
yeah, from a pity promoted purple belt also, but it's okay. It's all good. How long you been training jiu-jitsu?
Going on 5 years in August.
Okay, and it was 5 years in August, so yeah, 2020.
Yes, I started
COVID.
August of 2020.
Okay, what brought you to it?
Iago and his sister bullied me.
Hashtag
That
bullying.
makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense.
I'm like, oh, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense now.
Iago used to bully me because me being hard-headed, I'd be like, I can wrestle Iago. Like,
You're not
really.
hard-headed.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
And he would like put me on my ass and then like knee to chest or my back and be like, if you did jujitsu, you could get out of this. That went on for about 5 years.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And then his sister, who's a black
Wait, so
belt.
2015 to 2020, or just everything started at 2020?
So I met Iago in 2015.
Okay.
And then 2020, his sister opened a gym,
Okay.
Juliana. It was like February of 2020, so like right before the world shut down.
Right.
In August, she basically called me and was like, hey, well, you live in Hudson. Like, why don't you come take a class? And I was like, sure. And then the rest is history.
The rest is history. Okay.
So, and then she unfortunately ended up closing exactly a year later just because COVID, screwed up the business side of things.
Yeah, COVID wrecked a lot.
Took out a lot of
took a
people.
lot of gyms, unfortunately. So, but okay. So purple belt, mostly gi, no gi. You've been doing some invitationals, I hear. I see. It's all good.
Mostly-
You're competing though, so you're an
mostly
active
gi.
purple belt.
Yeah, I like competing. It's very similar to diving, which I did for like 15 years.
You could just walk on, and they needed a team. Like, I don't get it.
I mean, yeah, basically. Like, I'm just paying to show up, give me a spot. Know that it's a like single person sport,
That's
and
true.
that like everybody is watching you.
Yeah.
So like I'm already used to like turning all of that off and
Right.
focusing on like it's just second nature to compete. And originally when I started jiu-jitsu, I had no interest in competing. Like I remember they were talking about the point system, and I was like, I do not care about this. Could not care less. And I don't know why I changed my mind. I just remember signing up for tap cancer out as a white belt, and then I was like, wait, it was just like nostalgic.
Right.
Like
Yeah. No,
So-
you do that first competition, it is addicting. There's
Yeah.
something about jiu-jitsu comps that's different.
Oh gosh, yeah. It is the weird.
Energy in the room, everything.
If you
I
do
don't
something
compete
well.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. You do something well. You're like, yeah, I did it. It's like a weird, like white belt glory.
Right, right.
And you just like, okay, I gotta do the next one. I'm gonna be world champion. Bro, you just won a plastic medal.
No.
yeah, no,
But-
I don't think that. I just like I like the adrenaline dump,
Yeah.
especially because diving.
You
like
do.
yeah, I
I
do.
hate that dump.
Well, so
From
diving,
a performance standpoint, I hate that.
I would. I would get that adrenaline dump, but I didn't like diving.
What was that about?
You said to wait until the second half of this to say.
no,
so.
we're good. We're good. Because you showed up late.
3 minutes. And I still didn't get a coffee, so like.
It's right there. It's brewing.
No,
right there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some coffee back
We
there
purposely
somewhere.
didn't brew it, just so.
You're gonna hand feed me a mango again.
I'll feed you a mango on camera right now, so fast.
Oh God.
Don't sound so eager. I don't remember what I was saying. What were we talking about?
Adrenaline dumping. Then you laughed.
Oh.
And then
Not at the word dump, ironically. I didn't like diving when I did it.
Okay.
Like, it was terrifying. My coach growing up was like a massive asshole. Like, he was so mean. He would guilt trip you. He was like, "You suck."
The
like,
walk-on. Like, you
no,
were the walk-on
my
that.
club team.
Oh, in high school? Or
Like,
whatever
I
it was?
started at 8 years old, and
Okay.
I went from 8 years old to 18 with the same coach.
Got it. Okay.
And it was just awful. It was terrifying. Like,
You want to shout
That's
him out?
crazy.
Don't shout him out. I'm
No,
kidding.
shout
Don't
him out. I
Don't.
mean,
No.
You gotta say,
he would know who he is.
You got a
No.
guy
if he ever listened to
No.
it, but he's not going
teaching
to.
people how to jump into water and telling them they suck. Like, as
Oh
they
yeah,
can swim.
no, like the most horrifying was like if he was like, if you don't make this correction on the next dive, everybody is going to do like 100 sit-ups. Basically, it was pike ups, which is like the diver thing. But anyways, so
That sounds fine to me, by the way.
of course. Anyways, mind you, I was like 12 when this happened, and apparently I didn't make the correction. And he goes, "Okay, everybody's like, get on the deck and you're gonna do it." And so I went to join, and he goes, "No, Lindsay, you're gonna watch so that you can know that you're the cause of all of this."
So you let the team
dang.
down.
Yeah, at 12 years old.
I might have to use that with the 4-year-old class.
I've used it. They don't care. They don't get it.
They
Yeah,
don't
no.
They don't get it. I've used it. They're like, you guys got to do push-ups and I don't. Oh, wow. I'll just keep doing the same mistake.
Yeah, they have
So-
no empathy.
The fact that I could now take that adrenaline dump to a sport that I actually enjoy is like wild.
Cool.
So
Interesting. Okay. All right.
yeah, I used to cry going to diving practice. It was awful.
It's
So
crazy to me.
that is weird.
Like the torture for, again, jumping into water. I know it's fancy jumping into water, but we're still jumping
hurts.
into a pool.
It's all psychological. Diving is like 90% mental.
Yeah.
And like the amount of times I've hit the board, like it's not fun.
As somebody who can't dive, I'm pretty sure
Can you
it's
even swim?
99%. No, I had to wear a life jacket getting over here. So as somebody that that can't dive, I'm pretty sure it's also 99% physical because I can't get my body to be like up and down.
Yeah. I'm sure
but,
it's
but that just takes drilling.
Sure.
Like
Okay.
eventually your body is going to go through muscle memory. It's the fact that, oh, I'm going to go throw 3.5 flips 10 feet in the air. And if I screw up, I'm either going to hit the board or I'm going to land flat on what feels like concrete.
Oh, look, that pier out in Crash Boat.
yeah.
Dude, I was like, oh my God. Like, I know I'm going to survive. I'm not going to hit the bottom. I'll be okay. But like, that's
Did you say that drilling develops muscle memory, though? Touchy.
Why is that touchy? It's
Eco drilling.
you know,
Yeah, but
Go-
but eco is still developed through your
Of
muscle
course.
memory,
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
Does it? Is
Yeah, it does.
Is it?
So, okay, my hot take on eco, love it. I think it's great, but I don't think white belts should be doing it because
Exactly.
they don't have the fundamentals
There's
to
no
even know what they're
structure.
doing.
Why not? You can't just throw a bunch of people in there and tell them to figure it out.
I mean, you can. They might not last.
I'm kidding.
Jeez.
Remind me, I did read a study that like
You
was
know how to read.
No, I don't
What?
actually.
Okay.
That was an awful joke.
Continue, please.
I sent it to Harley because it was a rugby team that took like an eco approach with wrestling specifically, and they did wrestling drills, and it like helped them. I don't remember the details off the top of my head because I literally just read it the other day, but I'll share it with you afterwards because
Yeah,
it was
both styles are great. And
interesting.
both styles are actually drilling, just so we're clear.
yeah.
There's a time. Look,
You're the one that brought it up.
No. I was being silly.
there's a
bringing
time
up
and
a
a
hot
place
button
for
topic,
everything. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a time.
yeah.
and a
No,
place
I
for
do.
everything,
I think
but-
eco's great for upper belts. I just don't like brand new person. Like I go, not put your arm on the ground. It's like, but I don't even know what I'm doing before
Right.
that. So.
Right.
Athletic training modalities. What are you allowed to do? What do you currently do?
That's a hot topic because
okay.
depends on. There's like a teeny little box that the state wrote that says we can't do a lot of things. Or it doesn't say that we can't do them. It says we can do very minimal things. But
Okay.
it doesn't say that we can't. And right now there's actually a bill that's being pushed by acupuncturists so that we can't dry needle. Or physical therapists or chiropractors, that they're like the only ones that it will be able to.
Lovely.
But
But right now you're allowed to.
Right now I am in. So basically anything a physical therapist can do outside of a grade 5 joint manipulation, which is the one where you hear the crack, like
Yep.
from chiropractors, we can do all of the same things.
Okay, so you can do mobilizations. And things
Yeah,
like that. Okay.
grades 1 through 4 joint mobilizations, instrument assisted soft tissue massage, so scraping.
Glitch in the matrix right there.
We're in a simulation. It's
Dry needling, manual therapy,
cupping. Do you do cupping?
I think I said that already. We can do cupping.
Okay.
Yeah, basically
You got the
anything
buffalo
you can really
bone.
think of.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, do you have a place where you currently work out of routinely, besides your like at a gym?
So my primary location is out of Seneca's in Marlborough.
Okay.
I have a little office there. That's where I see most people. But like I said, I usually, like, if gyms want, I do pop-ups at different gyms as well.
And is it literally as simple as, hey, contact me or contact my team?
It is that simple. There's no charge to the gym.
Right.
Gym owners get one free treatment because it's a thank you for letting us set up shop here, get a different clientele that we might not normally see. But also it's like it's helping people that don't normally, like, would jiu-jitsu people don't see anyone for their injuries.
No, I mean, they don't.
Why would you?
Why would we? We
Well,
just
yeah,
train harder.
Recommended doses take time off. Nobody wants to do
Well,
that.
yeah, nobody's gonna do that. They're gonna say
That is
just,
a really fair point, Jose.
Yeah.
it's usually just quit jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
So
that's-
Cohen was told to quit for wrist tendonitis.
We just had a member in the Muay Thai program. He, I'm pretty sure, because I watched it happen, he heard a pop in his foot on his plantar fascia. Like, right there, I was like, that's probably some scar tissue, bro. He's been out for 2 weeks. He finally went to a podiatrist. The podiatrist was like, you have to stop everything. You have to stop Muay Thai. You have to stop training. And this is a veteran in the military who's like found something finally that he loves that has a physical outlet now, and some provider that doesn't understand our sport, that doesn't understand, like, you just took somebody's, how do I say this, escape or freedom away, independence away by like saying this. And obviously he's not going to listen to him, but that's also a reason why our people in our sport don't go to doctors until it's like catastrophic, unfortunately.
Which again, that doctor wouldn't have said that to a soccer player or
You're
a
right.
wrestler
You're
or
absolutely
anything else.
right.
It's just because they don't understand the sport, and that's what's super frustrating.
Right.
And to be fair, it is a very complicated sport.
It's a niche.
Yes.
But again, like, if you just thought outside the box
Right.
of activity versus like pigeonholing yourself into the exact sport that you don't know, like
right.
nothing would change. So like when Cohen, my fiance, for those of you that don't know, because, hey, Cohen, you'll probably watch this, and if you don't, I'm going to be really upset.
He's very handsome.
Terrible at jiu-jitsu.
Terribly at jiu-jitsu.
Terrible.
But very handsome. So, yeah, he'll if he walks in right here, he will literally just strangle all three of us.
Oh, no, he's at home sleeping with the dog. So he had wrist tendonitis. He, doesn't always want to listen to me, which is fine. So I was like, go see a provider. Like, let's get an MRI, just because, like, everything I had done up until that point hadn't worked. So I was like, weird, get a second opinion. Basically, it was tendonitis, a little bit of wrist instability, and, like, teeny tiny little cysts that really don't mean anything. The physician told him, let's go do occupational therapy, which is just, specific for everyday things, like for your hands, the little fine motions. And they said, you're not injured enough, we can't treat you. So he goes back to the surgeon, and he goes, well, like, it only hurts when you do jiu-jitsu and when you lift, so just don't ever do those things again.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, but that, like, okay, take jiu-jitsu out of the equation, deadlifting. That's picking your groceries up off the ground. That's picking your future kids, which we're not having, up off the ground. Like, it's not just the fact that it's weightlifting.
No one asked.
I know. I had to have it on record.
Jeez.
Because Jose gets very excited. He's like, you guys are going to have jiu-jitsu babies? I'm like, no, absolutely not. A little me running around.
Not sharing
God.
those genetics is a crime. I'm just saying.
is-
It should be
Yeah, not yours, Cohen's.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
Obviously, Collins.
Obviously, Cohen's. They would get his 3 citizenships, too. I get nothing.
Jeez. Okay.
So, anyways,
Deadlifting, functional lifts,
yeah, like
things
that, like, even if you don't know jiu-jitsu, it's like they still said, like, don't be active. And I'm like, but that can't translate to real life things.
Right,
like,
right.
he's still going to do those motions. Okay, it might not be like 400 pounds, but, like, great. So the surgeon was like, okay, we can do reconstructive wrist surgery
What?
on tendonitis. Like, a little bit of instability. It's not enough. It's not enough that I would be like, you know what, that's probably, like, the next step or whatever. And I was like, screw this. I was like, out of my pure spite and pettiness, I was like, I'm going to fix you, and you're going to listen. So you can go back to the doctor and say, like, you gave me the worst advice ever. And he doesn't have wrist pain anymore.
Wow.
Good.
And he's under 30, and they were considering.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, look, surgeons want to cut, podiatrists want to treat feet, physical
Yeah.
therapists want to exercise, ATs want to AT. So we all have our box that we want to play in, but this is where it's one of those things where like, okay, let's not jump to a drastic intervention. Let's
Yeah.
work with the other
Well, and the
team members
drastic
if we can.
intervention was because he didn't want to quit and because insurance wouldn't cover physical therapy, basically. And that's
Right.
the whole problem.
That's
Now I feel bad for trying to wrist lock him so many times.
Oh, no,
all
go
these
for
years.
it.
No, you were the reason for his tendonitis. I'm saying.
Probably.
You were
No, it's
literally the
actually
reason.
from lapel choking people.
That.
I believe that.
I believe that. All right.
It's his right wrist, if you're wondering.
Oh god.
I've never rolled with Cohen, but I've seen him roll. I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense now. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Just don't let him mother's milk you.
No, why? Why not? Why not?
You know what? Go for it.
Why not? If I get someone whatever genetics rolls into my mouth, it'd be mother's milk.
Oh
Whatever.
god.
So I want to circle back to the
That's getting
where you're
clipped.
working gym. Yeah, absolutely, gym members and stuff. So particularly for gym owners,
Okay.
I can see how they would be all for having Varsalus come in, an AT come in. Is there anything legal that they need to worry about in terms of having an outside provider like you or your team come in and set up shop for a day or two or whatever?
No, we have a contract that we have the gym owners sign that basically clears them of like anything that would have to do with if something were to go wrong on our end treating somebody, or if the person that we're treating decides like, you know what, I'm not going to pay or whatever have you. Like, it just clears the gym of any liability.
Got it. Okay. And I mean, knock on wood, you're insured, everything's like that. Your entire
triple
team,
insured.
Triple insured. Fantastic.
We have, overall insurance for the entire company, and then it's just the provider insurance, and then I make each person have their own individual insurance.
Got it.
Not that their athletic trainers do not get sued often, like almost like never. PTs are
Knock on
usually
wood.
Yeah, never seen
PTs
that.
are usually the ones that get sued more often
Okay.
because of the insurance stuff.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. That's why I'm out of it now. I don't want to get sued anymore. Never got sued, by the way. Never.
It's shocking. I've seen him
Yeah, I
at
was
work.
gonna say, wait a minute.
It's actually shocking.
You see me work. I've never gotten sued. So. Where do you want the AT profession to go? Where do you want Varsalus to go? Next steps.
Varsalus, I would love to put ideally athletic trainers in as many martial arts gyms as I can.
Okay.
It's not only good for the practitioners, the people that are doing the sport, because one, now they have that healthcare access that they normally wouldn't. But for the gym owners, you're now retaining your members
Yes.
who might get injured and say like, okay, like I'm either going to quit because it's too much, or they take a lot of time off and then they're like, you know what, I really I've been gone for so long, I don't want to come back.
Yeah.
Or they're worried about re-injuring something and they have a job that they need to go to, usually blue collar jobs.
Right.
So like that would be the dream. Set up something like some sort of plan where like the gym pays to have the athletic trainers or physical therapists in their gym for members to access like as needed.
Right.
Athletic training wise, I just want people to recognize that I am not a water boy.
Look, man, my athletic trainer in high school saved my life. We were 100% humidity, well, 90% humidity, because if it's 100, it's raining. But playing football in the football practice,
Football?
yes.
Were you the water boy?
I should have been. I should have been. But anyway, back to the story. We were
He
in
was
the
there for
gym.
the
It was
snacks.
so wet
Yeah.
that we couldn't practice outside, and the fields were just flooded. So we were just doing gassers inside the gym, full equipment on, whatever. And I was already getting my ass chewed out because apparently my cardio was terrible.
Apparently.
Still is.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I stopped sweating, and then I kept running because you just don't say no.
Oh, nice heat.
Yeah, see, you got so I'm like, oh, this is great. I am seeing stars. Let's just keep going. And then helmet on. My teammates had to take my gear off of me. They brought me to the athletic training room, and then I was like, oh, cold packs are on me. Why? What is going on here? But yeah, that was that. That was okay. I was like, Jesus Christ. I didn't realize it until a few days later that I was like, oh, this was heat exhaustion / heat stroke, possibly. Don't know which one it was. I don't care to find out too much. It just
Well,
makes for a better
They
story.
probably used the rectal thermometer on you to figure it out.
I don't remember.
Convenient.
Conveniently, I don't remember. Sure. However, I cool down very quickly. All right. Sure.
Sure.
Thanks,
that-
Linz. I appreciate that.
He didn't actually have a heat illness.
I did.
He just
I
wanted to
faked it.
see.
He would have
faked
asked for it
it.
So
anyways.
some people do that at the Falmouth Road Race.
Tell me more. Oh, wait, no, yeah, because so I've worked the Boston Marathon at the finish line medical tent, and yeah, that's how we're checking. Oh, I'm not checking tent that way.
Well, it's
but,
okay. It genuinely.
but that's the most like accurate
Jokes
way.
aside, that's the gold standard for taking
Yeah.
your core body temperature, and
Right.
like that is how we are taught. And for the Falmouth Road Race, because of when it is, like there are a lot of people that suffer from heat illnesses, especially heat stroke can kill you.
Oh yeah.
Can it? No, yes, it can. Yes,
wanna
it
go
can.
find out?
Nope.
No, this is why he keeps this building ice cold.
So
adjusted it
some
last
of
night,
my
thank
friends
you.
have volunteered for it, and like we were still in school,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, we had people that like would come in, we would put the thermometer up, put them in the tent, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, bye," and then like get up and leave, and they were like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, runners are weird.
Yeah.
Runners
I mean,
are
so are we,
weird.
but-
I mean, yeah, no,
Dedicated
but like,
bunch, yeah.
it's a weird group of people that like
If it was a
love their
requirement for
participation
JITS
trophy.
tournaments, no one's not stepping on the mats.
Yeah,
Say that
I was
again?
gonna say, if that was a requirement to step on the mats at a jiu-jitsu tournament,
Oh.
they would still go and do it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's the dedicated bunch that doesn't care.
Was it's the well, I'd argue that the runners are weirder because they faked an illness
Yeah.
to get that done.
Well,
It's not like it was like jujitsu is like if you tell them like okay you got to weigh in and you need a temperature scan
Yeah.
like oh well if that's the case and everybody has to do it yeah I'm competing but like these guys are
You're
running
like faking it.
yeah they're
at
like
the-
oh
at the
no
end.
I'm ill I'm sick I'm
Like, I
gonna
don't
throw
feel
up
well,
I got a
I'm
cramp
overheating.
yeah
Oh.
And it's not like they bring all 100,000
Yeah,
people
no.
into the medical tent
It's just
only
as
people
needed,
that
That
which
makes
is
sense.
why it's weird.
yeah
so
that's
you're
the weird
assuming
part.
they're faking, or are they actually faking?
well if the temperature comes back normal
Yeah.
and the symptoms don't match
If you
the
have no symptoms and they're like, "Oh, like you finished
it.
with the thermometer? Okay, I can go now."
yeah I'm good I want to get my medal I want to get my time
So you got to run 26 point whatever
2,
miles it
0.2.
is.
Falmouth Road Race, I think, is only a 5K.
That's it.
What?
People are
Why
dropping
are
off
we
for
checking
5K. What?
Why is there even a meta?
Because of the heat.
Oh, what? All right, so
It's
I
in
don't
the
know when the
middle-
Falmouth
It's
road
it's in the
race.
middle of August.
It's still
Okay,
a
all
5,
right,
just
okay.
a 5.
Don't quote me on that. I don't run. But it's not a marathon.
No, it's
Okay.
not. No, it's
So
not.
it's like, a
Marathon,
5,
I
10K,
understand. I was like,
10K.
well,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like a marathon has like a marathon like every.
But
I don't
that's
know,
also
4
why
or 5
marathons
miles.
are usually when it's colder out. So like ours is in April.
Yes, Marathon Monday is in April.
Yeah.
First marathon I worked was when Boston Marathon was like 72 degrees. That was fantastic. That was a
Yeah,
great
but that's
first
hot for
marathon.
runners.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was 20,
Dude, you
2012.
don't run. What do you know?
anything past a mile, you're not catching me doing. But listen, I hit my mile.
I've seen him try to run. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all.
It's not. No.
That's fine. Running more than 3 miles is detrimental for jiu-jitsu. So.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's true. I just say it because I hate running with a passion.
So you want, for ATs, you want the recognition. For Varsalus, you want eventually an AT or a PT or whatever part of your team to be in a gym or have the athletes have access to it. All right,
Correct.
that's very noble. I love that. You're going to need manpower.
Yes.
So how do people apply? How do you find these people?
On Instagram, currently, there's
Okay.
a link
Okay.
that you can apply.
What's
for
your
it.
handle?
Varsalus. Varsalus.
There you go.
That's
All
the
right.
Instagram
It's
one,
the
just so-
Italian. It's Italian for athletic training, Varsalus.
I think it's actually Latin, according to Arturo.
I was just about to ask too. What does Varsalus mean?
So because it already existed when I joined. He uses it for other things, for consulting, and it's variables, and then solace is, I think, health in Latin. So it's basically like science and health.
Okay, that's
That
a lot
makes sense.
simpler.
That makes sense for Arturo to come.
Does have a little
Yeah.
ring to
I like
it.
it. I like it. All right. So, jiu-jitsu athletes are mostly your bread and butter. Striking sports.
I do work with Muay Thai athletes.
Yeah.
don't really know if it's worth differentiating between like MMA, Muay Thai, all the different striking. It's not my bread and butter only because I haven't started Muay Thai yet. I know.
If only there was a
I
gym
don't
you
want
could train
you
at.
punching me in the face.
First off, I will gladly punch you in the face outside class. That's
the problem.
Sign the waiver. Secondly, if you're in my class, I'm actually a decent instructor, and
See-
I protect my students.
Okay, well, here's my other thing is
You hate your. No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
I'm not signing up for a class for the cardio. Like, I just want the knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna come. That's my biggest deterrent right now.
Definitely don't join his class.
I know.
He teaches
I
cardio kickboxing.
hate
so-
you. I was waiting for it. I was like, did you two coordinate on this one? Did you two coordinate
No,
on
that's
this
the
one?
best part.
Oh. Duh.
Like, I don't need to know how to do cardio. Like,
Yeah.
that's
I know.
not why I'm signing up for the class.
Obviously.
I do know other
Yeah.
people need it, and that's probably why they do sign up. But
Right.
that's like why, like, I would rather not with you do a private, but I also
I don't know. No. Hard no.
us
Hard
alone
pass.
together.
Hard
One of
pass.
us would die.
Hard
First
pass.
lesson, teeps to the face.
She's already did that to me outside. She already did that to me.
I'm aware.
You asked for it again.
I did
so
not
don't-
ask for it again. I did.
Sorry, Cohen.
He doesn't care.
Not at all. As long as he's making money, it's fine. It's
Oh
all
yeah,
good.
if he wants to be a stay-at-home dog dad, so that's his dream.
That's not
island
a bad
life.
dream.
It's the island life. Can
That
you
is
blame
true.
him?
Oh man. Okay. So yeah, I was just gonna say you're not gonna take my class because you're not gonna follow my coaching.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
Listening
not.
to you? No.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
What am I getting out of that? Nothing.
I was gonna make you wear the headphones just so you can like hear the amplified voice of me in your ear. Yes, exactly. You're lucky I didn't. You're very lucky I didn't.
How can I be lucky? I haven't signed up for the class.
That's true. That's true. We can sign the waiver right now. No big deal.
I already
You
signed
get
the
a
waiver.
free.
I already
you get a
trained
free
here.
trial. You get a free trial. Yes, you did.
I'll just go ask Julian.
Go
He's already
ahead.
offered, so
Do it. Train. Go.
better than you.
He
Punches
is.
harder.
Yeah, I know.
Punches harder.
He does.
Yes, but he's nice.
Absolutely.
I didn't say Muay Thai. He's like, he's nice to me when we talk.
Yeah.
No, he is a sweetheart.
He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
he's a giant.
Could he kill
sweetheart.
me?
Until he's
Great.
kicking you
That's
in the face.
amazing.
Absolutely.
I'm not lucky enough for him to actually kill me. So
Oh man, no. He's a beast on.
sorry,
friggin-
Julian.
Why? You were complimenting him. Jesus Christ.
I was gonna tell him you said you could take him, take him down, double leg, no problem.
If you
Again,
cl-
I'm not
if you
lucky
did
enough
that-
for him to kill me. So
If you did that, like
As long
that,
as
you
that's it.
might have a chance.
Actually, I would
like,
pay.
put him on the ground.
Yeah.
I would
you might
pay
have a
you
chance.
to just
he's-
Imanari roll heel hook.
Oh
Julian.
my god.
Why haven't you done it?
It was a moment in time I did try to like pretend to double leg him, and
He's
it
got a
wasn't as
decent-
easy as it. I
No,
thought it was
he's.
gonna be.
You know what? Shout out to
Pop his knee into your teeth.
No,
Exactly.
Wait. Yeah. Well, Julian would be providing the knee to his face.
That's what I
Yeah.
just said.
Yeah. that's
He's
true.
got a better base than I thought too for grappling. I was like, oh, this
His
would not
hips
be
are
easy
like
at all.
good in terms of a sprawl because I've tried to like fake a
Exactly.
double and he gets out. He shoots double underhooks very quickly,
Yeah.
and then he gets his hips out. I'm like, oh, this is not going to be as.
I'm
this
in
is not going
danger.
to.
That man has thrown me, launched me in the clinch, and I'm like, oh, I have to get back up from here, and then he's striking again. Crap.
Yeah. Yeah. You know you're always welcome to train with us. You just don't want to.
With you, no, I don't.
I
You're
don't.
right.
That's why we've never rolled before. Like I don't.
Oh, that's why.
That is true. I won't roll with blue belts.
That's fine.
I'm kidding.
What are
I'm
you?
kidding. I'm actually a high level blue belt that happens to wear.
Sounded like blue belt talk.
I'm terrible.
You're only a blue belt so you can wrist lock people. You're not even a real blue belt.
That's true. I don't even
That's
know.
if you
I don't
even go by the rules.
I don't even like.
Nobody
I
goes by the rules.
I think I tried the knee bar at white belt the other day. I was on a trial, just because I didn't know the rules.
You know how to knee bar?
I don't.
Huh,
Actually, don't.
There you go. That's
No,
probably,
zero.
it was probably
That's
an
probably why.
accident.
Yeah, I mean they don't come back afterwards. Because no, I'm kidding.
But,
He
but
actually
they
has a-
would if your Varsalus was here full time.
He's got a gnarly leg lock story, injury that
Oh,
might be
yeah.
up your alley.
Training with obviously a training partner. He had me in a straight ankle, but his forearm was at my mid calf,
Okay.
and I straight booted. I defended correctly. He
Allegedly.
wasn't allegedly,
Allegedly.
but he wasn't at all by my like inferior Achilles at all. Like there was no threat. but he still cranked. And I heard pop, pop, pop. So with that day, I thought I tore my ACL. I thought I tore my meniscus, MCL, everything. I couldn't, like my knee was swollen for a few days. I didn't realize it, and working as a physical therapist, and I didn't seek the medical attention I should have.
Yep. Classic.
Right. It wasn't until I went to a continuing ed where the instructor
Oh, you have told me this.
Yes. Well, so the instructor was an AT and a PT, and during the intermission, I was like, hey, can you just take a look at my leg? Because anyway, he looked at it, made me do some tests, pops me on a table, pulls the entire class over, and goes, all right, so what we have here is a dislocated fibular head. I didn't realize it. He popped it back in.
See, I have a hard time, okay, continue.
Anyway, so the straight ankle from my training partner apparently either subluxed or dislocated my fibular head. Caused some nerve damage or I was just lazy because my right quad is still weak.
No, I didn't write you a program for that or anything.
I did.
Even opened.
I haven't opened the email yet. It's okay. It's all right. I appreciate it.
Varsalus does do excellent programming.
They
by the
do
way.
excellent
You just have to
programming. I'm just
follow
a
the damn program.
terrible.
Do your
terrible
homework.
patient. I know. Home exercise program. I'm a culprit of it. I yell at my own patients for not doing it. I don't do it. It's
Jose
terrible.
even does it,
It's
and he's
terrible.
just as
Thank you.
stubborn.
Yeah, but you gave them pictures.
Videos, to be clear.
You
I
had
am that
videos.
dumb.
If you actually opened the email I sent you, it's video breakdowns of what days to do it, how many of each videos. It even writes out the explanation if you don't want to watch the video, but you should also know what the exercises are because
should.
you're a physical therapist.
Okay, I'll open the email.
I don't know if it's still available for you anymore. So.
Why?
Paywall
took
now.
notes.
It's behind a paywall. Lindsay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm just thinking. Sorry, I should have picked up those bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. I'm starving right now, but I can't think. You want food?
We
Yes,
have
you
an
do.
open mat to open our doors for, so.
Nobody's here. It started
True.
5 minutes ago.
Did you
True.
lock the door?
I did lock the door.
Did you?
Yeah.
You want to check?
Yeah. I will check on people.
Let's check it real quick. All right, Lindsay. So are people outside? Because if they aren't, then we're just gonna continue to talk shit.
But maybe you should unlock the door.
Yeah, just unlock it. You really did lock it. What about the outside?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did you just turn it off?
Oh boy. Okay. So we do got to open that, but it's okay. So hopefully we get you and Varsalus here in the future. We can set up some table. Well, you have set up some tables, but hopefully we can figure something out. That way you can work with us, possibly the other business back there. They haven't paid us anything yet, so I'm not going to shout them out. I'm kidding.
The
Love you,
other
Fernando.
ones.
Stretch.
Get stretched. Get stretched. We learned that at
Lindsay's
a Chamber of Commerce meeting. Somebody was just promoting that, just yelling it. But
I
anyway,
don't know if it's the best promo for Stretch Zone, but
I don't know, but it
I
worked.
think he'll take it.
I think we should make T-shirts. I think we should make T-shirts. So, but, oh, stop it! All right, so Lindsay, if
Stop
people,
what? I didn't do anything.
yeah. If people want to find you or Varsalus, where can they find you and get in contact with you?
You can go on the website at varsalus.com or you can reach out on Instagram.
What's your handle, or handle that you want them to reach out to you for?
I
With
said it earlier.
for the people that didn't listen from the very beginning.
Varsalus, Varsalus.
That's it. All right. Are you running that, or is somebody else running it?
I primarily run it.
Cool.
Arturo is on it, but I'm usually the one that responds.
Got it.
Thank
Unless you're offended. If you're offended, then it was definitely Arturo that said it.
It'll say much better if it's you running it than Arturo.
Absolutely.
You can usually tell when he uploaded something because it just doesn't make sense.
Just kidding. We love you, Art.
We
Sort
do.
of.
I mean,
We do.
means to an end.
All right. Well, Lindsay, thank you for coming in, especially after a lovely concert last night. So thanks for coming in. We'll get you some coffee after this. You deserve it.
That's on record. If you don't,
Oh, I'm not. I'm blatantly lying to her face right now about the coffee. So definitely not.
you can't tell he's looking at the camera. He might need to open his eyes.
Hey.
Ouch.
Hey. Hey. Relax here. I was very nice the entire podcast.
I know. So was I. I felt like something was wrong.
Jesus, yeah. God, I even had to like stop smiling because you were just
Blushing
like,
a
"What is he?
little bit
What is he planning? What is
Yeah,
he planning?"
This is the eye contact.
Oh my God! I pretend that you're my wife for one day, for one photo. And
Yes,
it.
that's the problem.
Why? That was hilarious. I asked you. It was
You
hilarious. Just Ryan Reynolds you.
You did not. I just showed up. I was like, oh, okay. And then I found out people thought I was your side chick. I was like, okay, damage control, post-Cohen.
I think my face is as red as your shirt and your dress. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, Lindsay, thank you for coming. This has been in the works for a little bit for you to come on here, so thanks for coming to the Rice and Beans podcast. So you will be having you hear more. You'll be hearing more about Varsalus, hopefully in the near future. But yeah, thanks again. All
Of
right.
course.
Thank you
for having me,
You're welcome.
I guess.
Yes.
I guess.
All right. See you guys.